अजीज़ तलबा और तालबात, फ़रूक फाउंडेशन ऑनलाइन स्कूल के ज़रिए यकसा नसाब के मुताबिक तालीम हासिल करें। अगर हमारी वीडियोस पसंद आएँ तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और बेल आइकन को लाजमी दबाएं ताकि आइंदा आने वाली तालीमी वीडियोस आप हासिल कर सकें।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम बच्चों, उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। बच्चों, ऑनलाइन स्कूल से आप मुकम्मल तालीम हासिल करके बोर्ड का इम्तहान बराए जमात नहम और दहम बेहतर तौर पर पास कर सकते हैं। आप अपनी उम्र और तालीम के मुताबिक मज़ीद तालीम हासिल करें। वालिदैन से फ़ोन या कंप्यूटर पर हमारी वीडियोस के ज़रिए तालीम हासिल करने की दरख्वास्त करें। रोज़ाना 1 से 2 घंटे ऑनलाइन पढ़ाई करें और जब आप स्कूल जाएंगे तो आपको मज़ीद किसी मदद की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी। इस तरह पढ़ाई करके अपना वक्त और वालिदैन के अखराजात में बचत कर सकते हैं। ऑनलाइन स्कूल की कोई फ़ीस नहीं है। आप जूम पर भी क्लासेस का फ़ायदा उठा सकेंगे। हर मजमून की मुकम्मल तालीमी वीडियोस मौजूद हैं।
Assalamu alaikum dear students, Mathematics Grade 3 Punjab Curriculum and Textbook Board Lahore. Dear students, as you know, we have started Unit 3 Fractions. In this unit we have completed expressing the fraction in figures and vice versa, match the fractions with related figures. Today we will start recognizing proper and improper fraction, differentiate between proper and improper fraction, identify equivalent fraction, and we will write 3 equivalent fractions for a given fraction. In today's lesson we will learn what are proper and improper fraction and what are equivalent fractions. In our previous lesson we learned what is a fraction. Basically, fraction is a part of a whole. For example, this is an example of pizza and there are 4 equal parts of a whole and each part is a fraction of this whole. यानी ये पिज़्ज़ा एग्जाम्पल है फ्रैक्शन की। इसमें 4 पार्ट्स जो हैं, टोटल 4 पार्ट्स हैं. That is showing the denominator, and if we took one part and it is the one part is the numerator. Is it clear? And how many parts have been used? Just one part. Numerator is the top one and the denominator is the bottom one. The top number, the numerator, shows how many parts have been used. The bottom number, the denominator, shows how many equal parts the whole is divided into. Next we did exercise 1 in which we identified the numerator and denominator. In question 2 we have written the fraction of the colored part in the given boxes. Then we did coloring the figures according to their given fraction, यानी हमने उनको उनके fraction के according figures को color किया. Like 2/3, 2 जो था वो numerator को show कर रहा था तो हमने 2 parts को color किया और 3 उसके total parts थे. इसी तरह question 4 में हमने just लिखा कि ये numerator है और ये denominator. Now in question number 5 we match the colored figures with their given fraction, यानी हमने colored figures को उनके given fractions के accordingly match किया. Now let's come to our today's topic, that is proper and improper fraction. So let's start. What is proper and improper fraction? Proper fraction. A pizza is divided into 4 equal parts. I ate 3 parts. How many parts are left? यानी ये एक पिज़्ज़ा है जिसको 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया गया है और उसमें से मैंने 3 पीसेस जो हैं 3 पार्ट्स खा लिए. अब आपने बताना कितने पार्ट्स रह गए? जस्ट 1. Similarly, the leftover part can be written as fraction 1/4, 1/4. यानी हम उसको 1/4 की फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं. ये इसमें उसने पूछा कि कितने पार्ट्स लेफ्ट ओवर हैं. Similarly, the leftover part can be written as fraction 1/4. As you can see this figure, this is a circle and it is divided into 4 equal parts and 2 parts are colored, 2/4, and you can see a circle, it is divided into 8 equal parts and 3 parts are colored, 3/8. In these fractions, numerators are less than denominators, therefore these fractions are called proper fractions. Key point: if the numerator of a fraction is smaller than the denominator, then the fraction is called proper fraction. यानी अगर numerator जो है छोटा है denominator से तो वो proper fraction कहलाएगा. ठीक है, यानी numerator छोटा है denominator से तो वो proper fraction कहलाएगा. For example, मैं आपके साथ एक और एग्जांपल लिखती हूँ 2/5। अब आप बताएं ये क्या कौन सा फ्रैक्शन है? न्यूमरेटर इज स्मॉलर देन द डिनोमिनेटर, सो इट इज़ अ प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन। यस, ये हमारे पास प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन की एग्जांपल है। अब देख लेते हैं कि इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन क्या होता है। एज यू कैन सी 4/4, 4 equal parts and 4 parts are colored. 3/4, 3 parts are colored, and total are 7/4. 4/4 and 4/4 total are 8/8. In 7/4, numerator is greater than denominator. In 8/8, numerator is equal to denominator. Therefore, both the fractions are improper fractions. यानी इन दोनों में आपके पास अगर न्यूमरेटर बड़ा है डिनोमिनेटर से या न्यूमरेटर इक्वल है डिनोमिनेटर के, तो इन दोनों केसेस में ये आपके पास इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन होगा। की पॉइंट, if the numerator of a fraction is greater than or equal to the denominator, then the fraction is called improper fraction. If the numerator of a fraction is greater than or equal to the denominator, then the fraction is called proper fraction. यानी अगर बड़ा है न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर से या इक्वल है दोनों न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर, तो हमारे पास वो इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन कहलाएगा। जैसे मैं आपके पास एक एग्जांपल लिखती हूँ 11/7, तो न्यूमरेटर बड़ा है डिनोमिनेटर से, तो ये एग्जांपल है इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन की। लाइक 2/2 इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जांपल ऑफ इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन। सो व्हाट आर प्रॉपर एंड इम्प्रॉपर? Proper fraction in which numerator is smaller than denominator, and improper fraction numerator is greater than denominator or equal to denominator. Okay, now let's start exercise 2. Question 1. Write proper or improper fractions in the following boxes. Write proper or improper fractions in the following boxes. ये आपके पास बॉक्स दिए गए हैं, उसमें आपने प्रॉपर और इम्प्रॉपर लिखना है। I am going to solve this exercise 3/4। अब आपने बताना है ये प्रॉपर है कि इम्प्रॉपर। अब 3 छोटा है 4 से, तो ये हमारे पास प्रॉपर, दिस इज आवर प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन। नेक्स्ट 4/5, 4/5, 4 is smaller than denominator, so 4/5 it is proper fraction. Next 4/3, 4 बड़ा है डिनोमिनेटर से, तो ये हमारे पास इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन है। नेक्स्ट 4/9, 4 छोटा है 9 से, तो ये हमारे पास प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन है। 7/5 बड़ा है, 7 is greater than denominator, so it is our improper fraction. 9/5, in 9/5, 9 is the numerator and it is greater than the denominator, so we have improper fraction. We have improper fraction. 8/9, 8 is the numerator and 9 is the denominator. 8 is smaller than the denominator, so it is our proper fraction. Next 3/7, 3 and 7, yes, smaller, so proper fraction. 7/7, now they are equal, numerator is equal to the denominator, so they are improper fraction. So they are improper fraction. This exercise, this question, exercise 2 question 1 is very easy. Just we have to write whether they are proper or improper. Just आपने लिखना है कि ये proper है या improper fraction. Now let's come to question 2. In question 2, match proper fractions with proper fractions and improper fractions with improper fractions in the following. ये आपने proper जो है उसको proper के साथ मैच करना है और improper को improper fraction के साथ। Okay, now let's start. 13/6. So 13/6, 13 is greater than denominator, so it is improper. Now match this with this. 14/5, yes, improper. 4/5, proper. 9/4, improper. 8/5, improper 7 by 12, proper 7 by 19, proper 8 by 15, proper 7 by 9, proper 7 by 4, improper. Yes, just we have to match whether they are proper or improper fraction. इसमें न्यूमरेटर बड़ा होगा डिनोमिनेटर से, नीचे वाले से, तो वो इम्प्रॉपर होगा, और अगर न्यूमरेटर छोटा होगा डिनोमिनेटर से तो वो प्रॉपर होगा। अगर दोनों इक्वल होंगे तो वो फिर भी इम्प्रॉपर होगा। नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शंस। व्हाट आर इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शंस? इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शंस क्या होते हैं? इक्विवेलेंट वर्ड जो है वो इक्वल से है, इसमें हम इक्विवेलेंट की डेफिनेशन देखेंगे और फिर हम इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे कि ये होता क्या है। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद एन एग्जांपल। उमैर डिवाइड्स अ ब्रेड इनटू 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स एंड ईट्स 1/2 ऑफ इट। यानी उमैर ने एक ब्रेड है उसको डिवाइड किया 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स में और हाफ जो है उसका उसने खा लिया। ठीक है। अब नेक्स्ट है नौशीन। नौशीन हैज़ अ ब्रेड, शी डिवाइडेड इट इंटू 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स एंड एट 2/4 ऑफ इट। यानी उसके पास भी ब्रेड है, उसने उसको 4 इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया और उसमें नौशीन ने उसके 2 पार्ट्स खा लिए 4 में से। ठीक है। उज़ैर हैज़ अ ब्रेड, ही डिवाइडेड इट इंटू 8 इक्वल पार्ट्स एंड एट 4/8 ऑफ इट। उज़ैर के पास ब्रेड है, उसने डिवाइड किया उसे 8 इक्वल पार्ट्स में और उसने कितने पार्ट्स खा लिए? 4 इक्वल आउट ऑफ 8। उसने उसमें से 4 पार्ट्स खा लिए, बाकी रेस्ट हमारे पास 4 पार्ट्स। वी ऑब्जर्व दैट उमैर, नौशीन एंड उज़ैर एट सेम क्वांटिटी ऑफ ब्रेड. Fractions 1/2, 2/4 and 4/8 look different, but actually they ate same quantity of bread. As you can see, Umair ate half part, Nosheen ate 2/4 and Uzair ate 4/8. They look different, but actually they ate the same quantity. How? We have to simplify them. 1/2 we cannot further simplify. 2/4 we can simplify because both are divisible by 2. How many times? 1 times. And for how many times? 2 times. 4/8 both are divisible by 4, or you can say 2. How many times? 2 times. And 8 4 times. Again they are divisible by 2. 1 and 2. 1/2 they are same, they are equal, they ate same quantity. It means they ate half of the bread. So we can say that 1/2, 2/4 and 4/8 are equivalent fractions. 1/2, 2/4 and 4/8 are equivalent fractions because when we are going to simplify them, we have the same answer 1/2. So you can see the definition of equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that represent the same value even though they look different. Equivalent fractions can be defined as fractions that may have different numerators and denominators, but they represent the same value. यानी उसका न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर डिफरेंट होगा लेकिन वो रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे सेम वैल्यू. फॉर एग्जांपल 9/12 and 6/8. 9/12 and 6/8. Now we are going to simplify them. 3 and 12 both are divisible by 3. 3 3 times and 3 4 times. 3/4, 6/8 both are divisible by 2. 2 3 times and 2 4 times. 3/4 and 3/4. So both are equivalent fractions because they look different but actually they are the same value. To find equivalent fractions, multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero. To find equivalent fractions, multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number. We can write 3 equivalent fractions of 1/2 as 1/2 is equal to, we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same non-zero number. यानी वो नंबर ज़ीरो नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई भी नंबर हो सकता है. आपने उसको न्यूमरेटर से भी मल्टीप्लाई करना है और डिनोमिनेटर से भी. 2 से किया 1/2 2 and 2 multiplied to 4. 1/2 is equal to 1/2 multiply 3 and multiply 3 with the denominator as well. So we have 3/6. Then 1 multiply 4 and 2 multiply 8. So we have 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8. These are the equivalent fractions of 1 by 2. To get equivalent fraction, multiply the numerator and the denominator by a non-zero number. These are the three equivalent fractions of 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 and 4 by 8. ये आपने numerator और denominator को same number से multiply करना to get the equivalent fraction. Now let's start exercise 3. In exercise 3, question 1, match the equivalent fractions. Match the equivalent fractions. ये आपने इसमें बताना है given fraction उसका equivalent fraction जो right side पे column है उसमें कौन सा है. So first of all we have to simplify them so we can easily identify. 8 by 14. Both are divisible by 2. How many times? 4 and 7. We cannot further simplify. 15 by 21. Yes, both are divisible by 3. 3 times 5, 15 and 3 times 7, 21. 9 and 24. Both are divisible by 3. 3 times 9 and 3 8 times 24. 6 by 10. Both are divisible by 2. 2 times 3 6 and 2 times 5 10. 10 by 18. 2 times 5 10 and 2 times 9 18. So now we can easily match. 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is, you have to see where is 3 by 5, which we get after simplifying. 6 by 10 is 3 by 5. So we will match this with 6 by 10. 5 by 9. Then 5 by 9 here you can see 10 by 18. 4 by 7 with 8 by 14. 3 by 6 we have to simplify them. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, half and half. Match this with this. 3 by 8 with 9 by 24. 5 by 7 with 15 upon 21. In this way we have matched these equivalent fractions. Question number 2. Write 3 equivalent fractions of each of the following. Write 3 equivalent fractions of each of the following. ये आपने हर एक फ्रैक्शन के फर्दर 3 इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शंस लिखने हैं. Okay, first one is 5 by 6. 5 by 6. Exercise 3, question 2 and first part. 5 by 6. Now I'm going to write 5 by 6 3 times like this. By 6. Now multiply this with 2 and numerator and the denominator as well. Multiply it with 3 and multiply it with 4, both numerator and the denominator as well. Write equality sign. Now multiply them. 5 times 2. Read the table of 2 till 5 or 5 till 2. We have 10. 6 by 2 12. 5 by 3 15 and 6 by 3 18. 5 multiply 4 20 and 6 multiply 4 is 24. Now we have 3 equivalent fractions of 5 by 6 are 10 by 12, 15 by 18, 20 by 24. You can see if I'm going to simplify them, then I have the same answer. Both are divisible by 2. How many times? 5 and 6. Both are divisible by 3. How many times? 5 and 6. 20 and 24. How many times? 5 20 and 24 with 4. 5 times and 6. So we have 5 by 6, 5 by 6 and 5 by 6. These are the equivalent fractions of 5 by 6. Second part. 2 by 3. You can do this part by yourself. I'm going to solve third part. 1 by 4. 1 by 4. So first of all, I have to write it 3 times. 1 by 4 like this. 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Okay. Now I have to select 3 numbers. We have to multiply these 3 numbers with the numerator and the denominator as well. I'm going to select the small first 3 numbers. 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now multiply them. 1 multiplied to 2, 4 2s are 8, 1 3s are 3, 4 3s are 12, 1 4s are 4, 4 4s are 16. Now 2 by 8, 3 by 12 and 4 by 16 are the equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. Fourth part. 5 by 8. 5 by 8. Okay. Now, as you can see, this is our proper fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. 5 by 8, 5 by 8 and 5 by 8. Okay. Multiply it with 2, multiply it with 3 and multiply it with 4. We have 5 times 2, 5 2s are 10, 8 2s are 16, 5 3s are 15, 8 3s are 24, 5 4s are 20, 8 4s are 32. Okay, these are the equivalent fraction. We can check whether they are or not. Okay, now simplify them. Both are divisible by 2, 5 by 8. Both are divisible by 3, 5 by 8. Both are divisible by 4, 5 by 8. Yes, we have the accurate answer. These are the equivalent fractions of 5 by 8. 3 by 5. Now we have to find the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. अब आपने 3 by 5 इसके equivalent fractions find out कर लेने हैं. पहले आप इसको 3 times लिखें, then मल्टीप्लाई करें इसको 2 के साथ, न्यूमरेटर को और डिनोमिनेटर को, यहाँ पर 3 के साथ और यहाँ पर 4 के साथ. 3 times 2, 6, 5 times 2, 10. 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15, 3 4s are 12, 5 4s are 20. So, you can see we have 6 by 10, 9 by 15 and 12 by 20 are the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. Multiply it with divide it with 2, so we have 3 by 5. Divide it with 3, we have 3 by 5. Divided with 4, we have 3 by 5. So these are the equivalent fractions of 3 by 5. Now last sixth part of this question 2 by 5. 2 by 5. First of all, write it 3 times like this. Now multiply first with 2, both numerator and denominator, next with 3 and next with 4. You can take 6, 7, 8 as well, but I'm going to use smaller numbers so it will be easier for you to write and to multiply them both with the numerator and the denominator. 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10, 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15, 2 4s are 8, 5 4s are 20. So we have 4 by 10, 6 by 15 and 8 by 20. 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 2 by 5 and 2 by 5. So we have 4 by 10, 6 by 15 and 8 by 20. These are the equivalent fractions of 2 by 5. We have completed our today's lesson in which we learned proper and improper fractions and equivalent fractions. Proper fractions are those fractions in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator, and improper fraction is the fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator or both are equal. So they are the improper fractions. Then we write the proper and improper fraction in the following boxes. Then we did equivalent fractions. What are equivalent fractions? Equivalent fractions look different, but actually they are the same. They represent the same value. We have studied this example of Umair, Machine and Uzair, in which they ate the same quantity of bread. And then we develop how to find the equivalent fractions by multiplying the numerator and the denominator with the same non-zero number. Non-zero number, it means the number will not consist of 0. The key fact about the equivalent fraction: to get the equivalent fraction, we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero number, and match the exercise 3, in which we match the equivalent fractions, and in question 2 we have written 3 equivalent fractions of each of the following. Now your task is you will do the practice of these 2 topics. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.